What's up, guys? I am back with another one. You want to look at me? You know, fight, bitch? I am back. Oh, hey. Who are we waving at? Alright, so the motovlog thing. I'm not giving up. I like it. I do, and I know that I say that a lot, so I feel like I'm just kind of reiterating the fact to you guys. It's the Friday thing. I wasn't able to get out and make a video on Friday because I had a fucking migraine, dude. I had one of those ocular migraines again, which sucks. I get tired of it, but I'm happy to announce that it doesn't really affect me as much as it used to. I mean, I was getting them like once, twice, 3 times a week, sometimes like 4, 2 a day, shit like that, and it was horrible. And then what happens is, not only is it like an eyeball thing for me, you can't see a certain area, which I know sounds really bad, but it's not that bad. It's okay, because I can still see and I know the workaround. But it's the migraine at the end of it, and the migraine is horrible. And it's such a weird migraine too. It's like right in the middle of my neck and my head. But yeah, it's like a spear in the middle of my fucking brain, and it hurts. I think I'm going back into Manchester, which kind of sucks, but it's okay. We'll figure it out. Just cruising through Manchester and saw some crackheads. Actual crackheads. Friday video didn't work out, so Saturday I didn't have a video for you. I did, but it wasn't that good, so I was just like, meh, we're gonna start this shit next week. Right? Anybody? You guys okay with that? I'm sure you are. You've all said it at this point. So what I'm trying not to do is talk about the same things that I've spoken about over and over again. Although I will tell you the weather. Today is 77 degrees. It's 77 degrees. Let's talk a little bit about the whole motovlog stuff. Now, I don't really see it as like it's as packed full of people as it was, you know, even a year or 2 ago, right? I feel like a lot of people got on motorcycles and then just called it a day. Like they were just done with it. It wasn't for them. And I understand it, I get it. You know, it's not one of those things that's like, oh, push yourself to just keep riding. Like sometimes you gotta be not a different type of person, but it does take a different breed of person, I guess, to ride motorcycles. There's higher risk of everything, right? And we don't say it on the motorcycle, okay? We don't. It's not what we say. We don't say death, okay? I said it, but you don't say it. We don't talk about crashing. Just not what we say. We don't crashing out, maybe like the meth heads that we saw back in Manchester, but we don't talk about it, and it doesn't exist. Not while we're riding. No. But you got people like that. They're so like superstitious that they even put these bells on their bike, and it's like you have to get it from a friend. Now, my buddies, we just fucking ride, man. That's what we do. I don't really understand it. The girl didn't have no helmet on. He had a helmet on, but she didn't. I just never understood all that, right? It's a very religious type aspect to riding, I guess. And we all know how I am.
Daddy, chill.
What the hell is even that?
I don't even know what the fuck that was. We all know how I am with the whole religion thing, alright? Like, it doesn't bother me. I don't care what you do, but I don't do that. That's not for me. Not at this point in my life. Like I've said before, wife and kids have gone. But My wife says it's awkward because I'm not there. So I'm like, well, if I walked in, it'd fucking burn down at this point. It would burst into flames. I know I got some religious people on here, so I'm keeping it respectful, okay? It's just the jokes. It's just the jokes. I know church wouldn't burn down if I walked in, I get it. But there's a chance, right? So the motovlogging kind of is on the back burner at this point for people. Like, nobody's really doing it. There's a few of us out there, and you know, I'm okay with it. It's more chances for people to find my content, I guess. Not that everybody's going to be into my content either. Guess we find out. Whose bike is faster? Get it. You know, so I see a couple funny things here and there when it comes to doing this stuff, right? And I ride a CB 1000. I don't ride a CBR 1000. And yes, it may have a Fireblade engine, or the Honda CBR Fireblade engine in it, but it's detuned. That's why they call these things the CB 1000 Fireblades, or whatever else. Neo Cafe Racer Fireblade. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, 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 blah. You know, it's just... And people see it, they're like, man, that's a freaking big bike. And I get it. It is a big bike. This is not a starter bike for people. It's just not. And you're kind of dumb if you do. The throttle is very touchy, and rain mode doesn't really take that out of it. It just doesn't. So it's just not a starter bike. But then I feel bad for the people that, you know, they're like, oh, dude, I'm on a 600. And I'm like, okay, that's cool. Or I'm on a 400. You know, my question is why wouldn't you have just bought a 600 at that point? You know, you wanted everything race, but you bought a 400. So it's just funny to me, like all these bike styles and shit. People just, they fear telling people because they're gonna get looked at like they're nerds or dorks or whatever, and I don't care. I honestly don't. You want to go out and ride? Go out and ride. Whatever the fuck you got. I have some of the most fun on my Z125. And I just love this bike because I can get places easier, quicker. Not technically in more comfort. I mean, the Z kind of sucks, but if you got a seat for it that was actually like cushy and you rode it, I'm sure you'd be perfectly fine. Only thing that sucks about the Z is you're just ringing it out non-stop. When I say ringing it out, I'm talking like the 9,000 RPMs, or I think it redlines at 10. I think. So yeah, you're just almost at redline every fucking gear. I can't get to redline in fourth, I'm too fat, but you know what I'm saying. It's just a blast to ride, and I don't care if people see me on it. Most people that see it, they're like, oh dude, that's fucking sweet. I'm like, it is. I know, and you know it. And your wife knows it too. What's funny is I've had groups of like women on Harleys pull up, and they're like, oh my god, that thing is so cute. Of course, they're always older, you know, you gotta make an older voice. They're like, that's so cute. I'm like, it is, isn't it? And then I zip my pants up. Oh, I got you. I got you. No, but it's just, don't feel bad. I mean, I probably feel the same when people are like, thank you for your service, kind sir. And I was like, dude, I was in the fucking Coast Guard, bro. Do you even know what you're thanking me for? I've always said in my own head and to other people, you got to make fun of yourself before somebody else can make fun of you. A lot of the times it's Marines. And these guys, they have no fucking idea what they're talking about, number one. They think that we're like National Guard or something, and I have nothing against National Guard either, but you can't loop the Coast Guard into the National Guard just because we have fucking Guard in our names. We're not the same. We have never been the same. We will never be the same. There's the Coast Guard Reserve. Is that what you're talking about? It's one of those things. It's like, are you guys like weekend warriors? Like lifeguards? Now, my daughter says I'm a lifeguard to people, but I was a lifeguard. Professional boating lifeguard. Sure, I've told you guys that before. My daughter, she's freaking weird sometimes. She got asked by a bunch of her friends, like, what does your dad do? And they all have like these badass jobs. Not really, but let's just say they have all these badass jobs. And my daughter's like, my dad works for UPS. He works for UPS. And they're like, oh. I'm like, where did you even get UPS from? Like, I don't work for UPS. So, yeah. I feel like a lot of these younger kids buying motorcycles that are smaller are nervous to tell you that it's a smaller motorcycle because of assholes like me, number one. But I'm just gonna ask, why didn't you buy something a little bigger? Why didn't you go 600? Or why didn't you go small first, like super small, something you could keep to have fun on, but then buy something bigger at the end of it, not paying the crazy fucking prices for these R3s and shit that they buy. It's insane. Kid looked like he was 4 years old. I don't understand. I'm not gonna pick on you. I promise. You could tell me whatever you want. Well, maybe not so much, but mostly everything. But I'm on my way home at this point. If you like this video, I just got hit right in the nipple by a bug, and it really hurts. It stings. It stings a lot. Ouchies. Hit the thumbs up, comment down below, hit the thumbs down, comment down below, tell me I suck, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.